New European satellite images appear to show the Wagner mercenary group building up a military base in Belarus, about an hour from Minsk, of course, which borders Ukraine and Poland. Florida Congressman Mike Waltz joins me now. Congressman, although it hasn't been definitively proven, should we be concerned about a buildup of Wagner troops in Belarus?
Well, look, I've said all along that Putin absolutely needs the capability that Wagner has presented him. They were the only entity, really, from a military standpoint, that's been somewhat successful in Ukraine, as the Russian army, the broader army, has completely failed. But it's not just in Ukraine, Ashley. It's also in Syria and all over Africa, really all over the world, whether it's gold mines, lithium mines, zinc, or other natural resources. Wagner has provided that force that could not only secure those, along with the cash that pumps into Putin's economy, but also influence those local governments in line with Russia's interests. So he has to have them. I think this was a lot of window dressing in this deal. And I keep having more questions than answers the more we learn.
Yeah, it's pretty hard and confusing right now to figure out exactly what's going on. But I want to move on to this subject. China just unveiled a new foreign policy law. Beijing says they will impose, quote, countermeasures against any action that it deems a threat. I would imagine they'd do that anyway, but you're on the Foreign Relations Committee. Is this because there are growing calls in this country to decouple from China, or what is it?
Yeah, it's the decoupling, de-risking, whatever you want to call it. Also the restrictions, and I'll give credit where credit's due, the Biden administration on semiconductors. I am now leading a task force to streamline our foreign military sales, particularly to Taiwan. So I think it's a reaction to all of those things. It's a lot of bluster on Xi's part, but two things that it does do that I think it's important. One, it puts foreign policy squarely in law in the hands of the party and not the state. And then two, it gives him some additional authorities to do sanctions from China's perspective. So rather than complaining about ours, it looks like they're going to counter our sanctions with their own.
All right. Last topic for you, Congressman. The Supreme Court ruled against affirmative action in colleges, college admissions yesterday. We know that. But it also exempts military academies. What's your take on that?
Well, I find it incredibly disappointing and somewhat incoherent in terms of the logic in moving on from affirmative action. If there's any entity in America that absolutely must be a pure meritocracy where we have to have the best of the best, it's in our military. And oh, by the way, the military is overrepresented in terms of minorities compared to the population. And this notion that it is squarely a national security concern in terms of diversity, I can't have the Pentagon can't provide me any data that shows that a fighter squadron or a tank battalion is more lethal or more ready depending on its diversity mix. So I think that is, frankly, a tired talking point. We've got to have the best of the best.
And finally, Congressman, we just heard a report that, you know, the military branches are all having problems recruiting and meeting their goals. How much of a concern is that? Because we're going to be weakened, right?
It's a huge concern. The Army is missing, not by a little bit, but by whole divisions worth of soldiers. 25,000 last year, upwards of 10,000 this year. And now they're coming to Congress and saying we're going to have to cut brigades and divisions out of the military because they're only filling them at a rate of 60 to 70%. So they're just going to cut whole formations in order to be able to fill up the ones that they have. If this goes on too many more years, this is going to start to call into question the viability of an all-volunteer force. We've got to arrest this crisis, and I'm not seeing this Pentagon moving in the right direction.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. But Congressman Mike Waltz, thank you so much, sir, for joining us this morning.
Hey, thank you, and happy 4th.
Yes, same to you, sir. Thank you.